This is the best movie I've ever done. It's the most fun I've ever had.
Leighton Meester and Robbie Amell play an ex-couple who unexpectedly end up celebrating Christmas together in the new holiday rom-com, EXmas.
You're kind of freaking out.
You invited my ex-fiance to Christmas.
You know, I really should go. You're not going anywhere.
I have to get Mom and Dad to dump Allie. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sharing my family forever.
The pair spoke to The Hollywood Reporter all about working on the lighthearted Christmas film, including why they wanted to be a part of it.
Honestly, when I read the script, I was like, oh man, a Christmas movie in June. Let's see. And then I read it, I'm like, oh, this is actually really charming. And then I heard that Leighton was up for it, and I thought, you know, obviously having a great co-star is huge, and I'm a big fan of her work. And then I started to hear about all the people they wanted for my family, and Kathy and Michael, and Veronica and Steven. They're just very, very funny. And I knew Kathy's work from Whose Line Is It Anyway? And Michael from literally everything he's ever done.
Being with what felt like truly from day one, such a like well-gelled, like fleshed out family. Like everyone was so fun and funny. I was excited to work with Robbie. And also like, you know, the romance, the will they, won't they, like that dynamic is just super fun for me when I watch movies. So I guess just like being part of that, like living in that like world for a little bit, just it was exciting. Wanted to be part of it.
The movie sees Meester's character Allie head to Minnesota to spend the holidays with her ex-fiance Graham's family after she thinks he can't make it home for Christmas. But when he ends up surprising his fam last minute, he gets a big surprise of his own.
Surprise!
Graham, what are you doing here?
I found all of these in the back closet.
What are you doing here?
I thought you said he was working.
Is that Allie?
The stars revealed how they like to celebrate the holidays with their families.
I live in Canada, so there's no getting around it feeling like Christmas. The only nice thing about Christmas is that actually like the joyful stuff happens, because to come November, it's cold and it's miserable, and then it starts to get rainy and then snowy. So once Christmas rolls around, it's actually a nice change. And my mother-in-law is, whatever you think Jeannie is in the movie, like 10x. That's my mother-in-law. She's got, I think she had 7 Christmas trees last year. One of them has a train that drives around the tree. Like it's really something. And my wife is Christmas obsessed. We've already got Christmas music playing. We're only 2 weeks into Christmas music playing. The tree went up right after Halloween. So Christmas is a big deal around here.
I live in LA, and it's the one day out of the year today when it's raining, but like every other month, I mean, this, and like I said, like the Southern Hemisphere, like Australian Christmas is also a summer day. But LA, like we go swimming, we walk on the beach, we hang in the jacuzzi.
Okay, that's enough, please.
I'm sorry, but it's just so nice here. And like you put on a little sweater and you're like, oh, it's chilly. And it's like 72. But I love it. Like we have, you know, I just love like waking up and like seeing if Santa came, and like he did usually. So it's just like, you know, that, I mean, there's nothing really like tradition. It's just we eat, we watch movies, we play board games, and we go outside because we can.
The two actors also shared what they enjoyed most about working with each other on this project.
He's very like easy laugh. I really like felt like he thought I, which is like what? But he just like likes to laugh and enjoys like the jokes and has fun and like is down to like play, which is also big in a Christmas way. Like you got to be like childlike, you know.
I will say everything that Leighton said is actually true about her as well. We had a lot of fun. We just tried to make each other laugh the whole time, but also. She was always very, you know, we were having a blast, but she also really cared about what we were making. So there were times that we were able to sit down and really figure out some of the more, like, obviously the movie is a ton of fun, but there's also these more important scenes between the two of us where we're trying to make sure that the audience buys that we are, you know, getting back together, falling out of love, falling back in love, and just trying to make it feel as real as possible. And Leighton was always very good at making sure that we were kind of keeping on track and something that we would that the audience would buy and that we'd be proud of when it comes out.
EXmas is now streaming on Amazon Freevee. For The Hollywood Reporter News, I'm Tiffany Taylor.